Yogi Berra is one of the greatest catchers baseball ever saw. He called a great game, he had a terrific arm, and he was a tremendous offensive player.
The son of Italian immigrants, Lawrence Peter Berra was born on May 12, 1925 in St. Louis, Missouri. While playing American Legion baseball in his teens, he was nicknamed Yogi by a childhood friend who thought he resembled an Indian snake charmer. At only 5'7", Berra was a ferocious hitter, and he was soon discovered by the New York Yankees, who signed him to a deal worth $500.
He was a great minor league player. In fact, in one 2-game stretch when he was playing for Norfolk against Roanoke, he had 23 RBIs.
During World War II, Berra served in the Navy, where he saw combat as a gunner's mate on a boat during the Normandy invasion. In 1946, he became the Yankees catcher and stayed in that position for the next 18 seasons.
Yogi Berra is one of the best bad ball hitters in the game. Whether it was down on the ground, it was over his head, the guy would swing at anything, but the amazing thing was he hardly ever struck out.
Yogi Berra came to bat in the final game and blasted a 3-run homer to put New York in the lead 6-4 in the 6th inning.
The thing about Yogi Berra is that he was a likable guy right from his rookie year, but almost too likable because he liked to strike up conversations with hitters and try and distract them. And in fact, Ted Williams famously one time had to say, "Yogi, I'll talk to you after the game. I'm working here."
In 1963, after winning 3 American League MVP awards, playing in 15 All-Star games, and winning 10 World Series, Berra retired. The following season, he began his managing career with the Yankees, but the job didn't last.
Yogi Berra was such a popular Yankee, and he was such an everyman kind of figure that when the Yankees fired him in 1964, there was a terrible reaction. When he wound up showing up as a Met coach the next year, Yogi Berra was a Yankee, and the idea that he was wearing a different color of pinstripes was hard for a lot of people to take.
In 1972, Yogi Berra's number 8 was retired by the New York Yankees, and he was inducted into the Hall of Fame. In 1976, Berra moved crosstown again, this time to coach for the Yankees. He remained a coach until 1984, when owner George Steinbrenner hired him to manage the team, assuring him that he would not be fired. 16 games into the 1985 season, Steinbrenner broke his promise, and Berra swore to never wear Yankee pinstripes again.
Yogi was devastated he was fired so early into the season. He was just devastated and obviously wouldn't talk to George Steinbrenner for years, wouldn't even set foot in Yankee Stadium, which was a real shame because Yogi was such an icon.
It took 14 years for Steinbrenner to travel to Berra's home to apologize to him personally.
Yogi had a way of saying things that would make you go, huh? What did he say? One of my favorites is, nobody goes to that restaurant anymore. It's too crowded.
Throughout his career, Berra became famous for his Yogiisms and was sought after as a commercial pitchman for countless products on TV.
The most famous Yogiism is "It ain't over till it's over," which he uttered during the 1973 pennant race. And it's just so simple and brilliant in its delivery that I think it's lasted and will last forever.
In 1992, Yogi Berra retired from baseball. And in 1999, he was voted into the Major League Baseball All-Century team.
I think Yogi's legacy is that you can be a good person in addition to being a good player. Nobody ever walked away from a conversation with Yogi Berra not feeling better about themselves, whether you're a player, a manager, or a fan.